So what we're going to do today is, the video went off, so I had some issues with doing this. So this is like the second time doing this. So we're going to actually add bones into structures using Blender, Cameron, and Coppercube, of course. And I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay. So we're going to start with a very simplistic object here. So it basically is just a rectangle. Now, inside this, what I did was, I'll go ahead and redo this so you can kind of see. So we'll go ahead and just redo it right here. Don't save. So we got a standard cube. Left click S, Z. Stretch it out. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is go to add, and we're going to add a bone. Wireframe mode, S. Drag it out a little bit. Switch to directional. Go down, and that's pretty good for what we're doing. Maybe just size it up just a little bit bigger, and then drag it, of course. And so we have this. Now we're going to go to edit. And then we're going to click on this, and then we're going to go to right click, subdivide, right click, subdivide. And so we have this. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to object mode, and this is very tricky. You got to get this right. You got to hold shift, click on the object, shift, and click on that, or click on the bone. We're going to hit Control P, which will bring up this menu. You want to go with weight, or with automatic weights. Click that, and we're going to go ahead and go to pose mode, and we're just going to test it. So we're just going to click one, we're going to hit R, and you see it's deforming and it's transforming. Transforming. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to exit this, and we're going to export it, and we're going to go to desktop, Facebook, and we're going to call it Facebook 2, and this is FBX. So the problem with FBX on Coppercube is it doesn't necessarily work all the time, and it doesn't work like how it was intended to work. So once we got that going, we're going to open up Cameron, and we're going to start with a new project. Okay, I already have one loaded here, so this will be fine. So we're going to drag it up, and what we're going to do is click on each individual bone, and of course you move it to your taste. And of course it's going to appear on whatever. So there we go. So just some simple animation clicks. You just click here and do that. It's not very difficult if you know a little bit about animation. So we get that coming in. Next thing we're going to do is, this is the important stuff, we're going to add some texture. You just go to Wizard and click the type of texture you want. And next thing we're going to do is we're going to export this, or we're going to save as. So this is going to be Facebook Cube 2, and we want to make sure we're in the Facebook. Now the important thing here is DirectX. What DirectX is kind of native support for Coppercube. So we're going to go in and we're going to go save it as DirectX. And this is the important one. You got to click this right here when you add textures. The reason for that is it will implement the textures into the thing. Now you also want to click binary up here. I find this to work a little bit better than text. So we're going to go to OK. We're going to open up Coppercube. We're going to go to File, Import, Animation, and we're going to go find that Facebook 2. I think it was Facebook. It was either Facebook 2 or okay, there we go. So So we have a very similar object here, if I can get around to it. So what we're going to do is size it up, scale it, and so we can see the animation. Now, of course, we did this way too small, so we have to scale it up a great deal. And what we're going to do is we're going to run through this, and edit. And of course, this is our animation. So it's just something real silly. Right there. And so we got the animation in, and you can do what you want with it. Now, there's several things you can do with this before going to Coppercube. You can paint it, draw stuff on it. So, for example, if we go to Coppercube here, and we want to do like a paintbrush. We got to make sure we're on the cube itself. Let's see, paintbrush. I may get into this in another lecture, but overall, this is how you do it. Okay, thank you for your time.